Very popular song back in the States right now, Fly Robin Fly. It's rated 16 on the top 100. Say, like I said before, this is my very, very last show here on Night Beat. I've been told by Sammy-san that I'm going to be leaving December 4th, so this is my last show. I have a whole bunch of music programmed for you already, so no requests tonight. It'll be good, though. Bee Gees' follow-up hit to Jive Talking, Nights on Broadway, is rated 14 back in the States. Let's bring in Stevie Wonder, some great music out of the past. George Smith on your radio, it's my very last show. Stevie Wonder and We Can Work It Out. Say, I'd like you to stick around. I'm going to play a message, but right after the message, I'll be doing my world-famous interpretation of an Army chow hall. That's right after this message.
Answers to your questions about AFTN.
This is the answer, man. What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening is bad reception of your TV station. You guys got some problems transmitting or whatever it is you do there? Here on base sometimes it's bad, but off base I can't get you at all.
In answer to your question, friend, most of the bad reception on base is due to incorrect antenna positioning. Now, why don't you check your antenna to see that the tail or straight end is pointed toward the AFTN transmitting tower, and the arrowhead of the antenna is aimed away. Now, the arrowhead is the back of the antenna.
That's the straight end toward AFTN and the arrowhead away?
Exactly. Now, about off-base reception, that's nearly impossible because our transmission is restricted to the base perimeter.
Hey, thanks for the info, man. You know, last night I could hardly see the movie you had on, but would you believe I enjoyed it?
Is that a fact?
No.
AFTN Answers, a public service.
Okay, now my world-famous interpretation of an Army chow hall. Say, would you mind putting the ice cream on the mashed potatoes instead of the chili sauce? I'd sort of like to leave room on my hamburgers for the chocolate cake. No, really, we do have some good food here at Utapau and Sammy's-on. I joke a lot about the mess hall. For instance, at Utapau, you can get barbecued beef tips and baked pork chops. Ian Hayward, he is one of the 20 soul songs that are in the top 50 right now. I want to do something sweet and freaky to you. It's 28 on the charts.
AFRTS remembers.
Oh, the sweet sound of the Flirtations coming up. They're singing Nothing But a Heartache. Right now, it's 17 before 1. The Flirtations, their one and only hit, Nothing But a Heartache.
And now, it's time for another profound thought. Here's your host, George Smith.
Freudian slip. When the foxy secretary comes into the office wearing a miniskirt and you say, "Fi there."
You've just heard Profound Thought. All complaints, abuse, and distaste for this program should be directed solely at George Smith.
Dennis Yost and the Classics 4 and a little song called Stormy, a classic in all rights, I guess you could say. We're going to keep the music going here with a song by Jigsaw, very, very popular back in the States right now. Right now it's rated 13 and it's called Sky High. We're 11 minutes away from AFTN World News here. George Smith on your radio, my very last night beat forever and ever. Jigsaw's the group, Sky High's the song, and a very popular one it is at that. We're going to take a look at the movie preview for the Utapau, Sammy's-on area.
American Forces Radio. Movie preview.
The Utapau Outdoor is showing Walt Disney's The Bears and I, and that's rated G, of course. The Utapau Indoor has Run Angel Run. At Camp Sammy Sands Indoor, they have Sheila Levine is Dead and Living in New York, and that's rated PG.
American Forces Radio.
CCR and Sweet Hitchhiker. We're going to be back with some music by the Dramatics right after this.
The shot heard round the world. Now showing at your local dispensary. Your Air Force presents a special all-star cast, including the antiseptic medical technician, several vials of penicillin, and you, the infected carrier of syphilis or gonorrhea. The shot heard round the world. It's your chance to appear in a real-life drama. See the glistening hypodermic syringes. Discover that an ounce of prevention saves discomfort and embarrassment. The shot heard round the world, subtitled The Purge of Venereal Disease, is a special showing you can't afford to miss if you contract VD. Tickets may be purchased for a nominal lack of caution and are available nearly everywhere. Don't let hindsight prevent you from returning to the States on time. Attend The Shot Heard Round the World, now showing at a dispensary near you. This film is rated VD, Virility Detriment.
Oh, wow. Say, I changed my mind. We're not going to play some Dramatics. We will play some Spinners, though, just about as good. Say, due to flight changes for December, new port call instructions have been issued. The December 4th flight will depart Utapao at 3:40 p.m., and you must report to the 618th Mass Squadron no earlier than 9:40 a.m. and no later than 11:40 a.m. on the 4th of December. Spinners, I'll be around. And speaking of being around, I'm going to be around with you till 3 o'clock tonight. We're going to take a 5-minute break for AFTN World News at 1, and I'll be back with more music at 1. 5 after 1, that is. So, a lot of good things to look forward to. After the news, we're going to pick up the tempo a bit. Play some Chicago, a little bit of Guess Who, and some other good tasty tidbits. Your host for the last hour has been Army Specialist George Smith, and if you join me at 5 after 1, I'll be your host then, too.
This is the American Forces Thailand Network. Time at the tone, 1 a.m.